Hey, Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic here. What I'm doing today is I'm going to do programming on an ECU on a 2001 Buick Century. It's my first try at actually doing this. This is something that I would like to do in the future. So this is my start. I'll go along about what I did, how I did it, and we'll go from there. I'll show you the setup and what I'm using. So let's go through that. Onward and upward. First, I have my OTC battery charger, and I have that set in programming mode to make sure that the battery stays up during the whole process. That's what I did for step one. What I'm using to do the programming is a Mongoose MFC by Drew Technologies. It's an old one. It was given to me by another YouTuber. I won't mention his name, but it's a guy who does this stuff that I'm friends with, and he's got his own popular channel, but once again, I won't mention his name, just because maybe he won't want me to, but NLA, so his name won't be mentioned. So we'll plug this in, we'll plug it into our computer, and to be honest about it, I already downloaded the software and everything, and I went to the GM website. You have to go to the GM website, pay $40 for the vehicle-specific software for the ECU you're going to upgrade now. There's other subscriptions and stuff, but I just did it for this vehicle, basically, because there's a few things that I'm going to do with this vehicle in future videos, hopefully. So I just bought the subscription for this vehicle. I honestly forget how long it's good for. I think it actually said 24 months. But anyhow, the biggest thing I found is you need a Windows computer. I'm using a computer with Windows 7 on it. And you got to follow the instructions because you have to set up Java to be able to use the GM website's software. So make sure you do what they say with the windows that they give you. I'm past that now because I set the computer up. I didn't know if that'd be boring or not to show you what I went through, but I already set it up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the, I'm going to program the ECU using the General Motors software. So here's the picture of the page. I'm a little ahead of myself, but I'll work backwards. Here's a picture of the page of what you will get to actually go in and do it with your Java, so be sure that you do that. So what I'll do is I'll actually show you what you got to do to get in here. You have to go to what I did. This is my software for the Mongoose, and I went into GM. Alright, you go into GM, this is what it opens, and you go into, up here is GM website, and it'll actually open the website up. Now, my default is the Chrome browser, but you have to use Internet Explorer for this to work properly. So let's get, this is Chrome, so let's get Internet Explorer opened. And we'll put that GM website in. So now I got the GM website in. So now I'm going to use my logon name. And we'll get the password in here. And we'll be right back. So from here we'll hit enter. And of course your terms of endearment. Terms of condition of use. Then you'll go into service and programming subscriptions. And because I was in here, what it did before was it said vehicle number 1 up here. Now what I did was I already had it in. That is this vehicle. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go in here and we'll click on the VIN of this vehicle. And it'll say news access. I'm going to tell it not to show this again because I went through all this and did this. And once again, I want to reiterate, it's very important that you follow these instructions or you will have problems. So let's go into OK. This is one of the same things. If you're using Windows 10, of course, you want to do this. I'm going to put down don't show again. And OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, there's home and SPS. What I'm, service programming system is what I am interested in. So I will go up to that tab. And then before you start, it's telling you about the Java again and what you need there. So you want to make sure that you have that in. Then you go in and you hit start SPS and your Java will start. You got to give it a little time. Then this comes up and it says about this, the MDI and the tech driver. It says about not installed in available versions. I just hit skip. So then what you do is you have different options up here of various tools that you can use. Mine is the Mongoose MFC, so I'm going to hit that. Now down here, and I don't know if you can see this, but it says reprogram ECU or replace and program ECU. So I'm just going to put down, I'm going to reprogram this ECU rather than replace and program ECU. But in the future, we may use that option. Give it a shot. So it tells you what to do. Turn the ignition off, verify vehicle battery fully charged, hence the tender. Turn ignition on, engine off. Connect your device, mine already is, to the data link connector, your DLC down there. Connect your device to the PC by USB, which it is down here. I'm pointing at it, but it's just USB. Switch the device on and wait for device to get ready. So all that's done, so we're going to hit next. Then it'll ask you what you have. This is a Buick. This is a 2001. And it is a Century, and now it's going to communicate with it. So it'll bring up your VIN, which this is the correct VIN. You're just going to hit next, and then you're going to go to powertrain control module. Programming, it has normal and VCI. I just left it on normal. Next. So then what you get is, there's your control module. Here's the calibration that's available, and it gives you a number, and it tells you what it's for. It's the new calibration to eliminate false P1404 codes. Now, and then it gives you what your current calibration is. When I originally came in here, that was different, but now it's the same. Let's just go to the next like you would do. Now what it's going to tell me, you're attempting to do the same calibration. Well, we're going to do it for, the sake of doing this video, even though it's the same one. So it's telling me it does not support rechroming with the same calibration. Are you sure you want to continue with reprogramming? I won't recommend it. You shouldn't do it, but for the sake of this, I'm going to try it. And if it messes it up, it's an old car, and I'll push it back up into the woods. But I guess it's a way to find out. So we'll hit OK, and we'll hit next. So now here's what you would get. It's communicating. And once it starts, you have like 8 minutes. So I'll probably speed this up through here, and then when it's done, I'll stop right before it's done so you can see this. But once again, now I'm reprogramming something that's already in here, which it tells you shouldn't do. For this application, I'm doing it. Any other time, I would not recommend it, unless you were having some other kind of problem. But for demonstration sakes, and because I've never done it before, and it's this old vehicle which I don't really care about, we'll find out what it'll do. So we'll speed up through this, and when it's close to the end, I'll be back. Now the car's going through some steps. Sorry, my laptop fan's so noisy here. The car ECU is going through a few steps and it's finishing up here. The other thing I want to mention is that I have the computer plugged in too, so that it didn't go dead. So the other thing you can do here, you can now clear diagnostic trouble codes, clear DTCs, which I did before, so I'm not going to do it. And now basically, you know, you could proceed with the same VIN if there would be more to do, or if you wanted to go back to something else or another module. But I'm done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit, I'm done, so I'm just going to hit cancel. And then I am going to turn the ignition off. And we'll try to start it. Cross your fingers. And she purrs like a kitten. So that was my programming experience and the way that I did it. You know, different vehicles, different ways. That's GM. I have all the GM stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope maybe you took something away from it. I enjoyed doing it because this is something I want to do because it involves the computers and the ECU. Okay, another thing I forgot as I'm talking here and thinking about it is, you know, you'll want an internet connection. Basically what I did is I'm at home and I'm close, but I used my phone internet connection as the hotspot to do this. So you'll want to be on the internet to do this. So that's what it is. That's programming the ECU and updating it. So with that, this is Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic saying once again, just remember, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and we'll be back with more videos in the future. See ya. Now that's a totally different kind of Mongoose there. I don't think we can program with that one, but it's still a Mongoose.